Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Oh, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Okay, interesting. Modric, and it's Azar. Goes for it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Casemiro loses his balance and loses the ball. Lucas Paqueta tries lifting it over. Rafael Varane, Casemiro, James, and it's got through. Hits one!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Alexandro. Brazil
Brazil have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
He hits it! And it's a goal! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Brazil trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Danilo. Brazil can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. And it's played forward. Neymar tries to stroke it through. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Thiago Silva. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Bale into opposition territory. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Marcelo does well there, alert. Now it's Hazard. Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
It's Marcelo. He's gone for it! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Lucas Paqueta. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Alexandro showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lucas Paqueta. Lucas Paqueta. Casemiro battles to win it back. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And it's James Rodriguez. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Foot in. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Madrid with a chance here to increase their lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Bale! Oh, it's hit the post! And a second time! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Madrid get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Casemiro. Hazard. Floats one over. Alisson will lay claim to that. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Marcelo. Marcelo drives forward with purpose. Azar! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. James Rodriguez. Thiago Silva gets good distance on it. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. There is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're already back underway here. Keeper's got good distance on that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely...
Speculative strike. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Casemiro. Modric. Benzema. A real chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Just brushed off the ball there. It's got through to him. This could... And the shots! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. He was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Lucas Paqueta. Modric. Attempts to play it through. Bale. He gets past his... Can he pull it off? Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Alexandro switches it towards the other side. He's through the middle. No way through there. Danilo tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And they've been caught. And the finish! And in again. They've done it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Alisson reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Lucas Paqueta gets his foot in there. Sergio Ramos. Rodriguez is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Casemiro.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's James Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a long pass. Madrid get it back again.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
It's out of play for a goal kick. Varane tries to get it forward quickly. Bale. He's found his man. Cut out in the nick of time. Marquinhos gets it back. Thiago Silva. Casemiro gives it over to the other flank. Arthur. 75 minutes played. Casemiro. And it's Firmino. Lucas Paqueta. Chance! Oh, real danger here. Neymar. It's a good-looking cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Modric goes looking. And the counter is on. And the weighted pass. And he's cut it out.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Rafael Varane. Casemiro. And here's Roberto Firmino. Timely intervention.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Hazard. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Gets away from his opponent. Hazard. Crosses in a low one. Alexandro gets rid without sophistication. Lucas Paqueta. And there goes the final whistle. Madrid enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. How would you summarise what we've seen today?